Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
Give me some of that dating foolishness.
Will do, sir.
I know I'm not Sierra, I'm Janae Simone. So whatever Janae Simone wants, if she's going to put her mind to it, she's going to get it. So you might not, the percent or the statistics may go against me, but I know who I am and I know what I want. So yes, I have a 6-year-old, and yes, I was a teenage mom, but that doesn't define me.
You're not
as who I am.
And
Who I was when
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Shout out to Patreon supporter Mr. King for this video. This is his message. Hello though, you may find this video interesting to break down, especially when the women were asked if men should have the right to say he doesn't want a child that a female chooses to have against his wishes. The women struggled to give a complete and constructive answer. This video is filled with topics on modern women. The podcast, which is on YouTube, is called The Pre-Game Show, which is by the content provider Pearl Talk. Thank you and thanks for all you do. Blessings to you and the family. Mr. King, thank you for your video request. Salute! We're receiving many video requests and working on fulfilling them as much as possible. So keep them coming. The link to the full video is in the description and it's 30 minutes long. We're going to highlight the video segment that offers insight into why men cannot approach modern dating with a traditional mindset. Let's talk about it. Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we got to do. Because we men, ain't we? We men, ain't we?
I just think women are waking up a little bit. I personally feel like women are waking up and smelling the coffee and realizing we want more. Like, we want more.
I think we've been brainwashed to believe that we should be that way.
Well, to be honest with you,
I don't think so. Like, for example, I look at my parents' marriage, for example, and I see so many flaws in that marriage. And I look at my mum, even till this day now. You know, my dad passed away 3 years ago. And I look at my mum and she still complains about the things that my dad did not do in that marriage, even till this day now.
How long were they married?
Oh God, like 30 years.
I think that doesn't even exist now. Like, it's so rare.
But I look
like,
at
least
that.
you're still stuck together.
Yeah, but I look at that and I think to myself, you know what? I don't want that life.
It's because
I don't want to be with a man.
My
like
mum does
that.
the same thing. She makes me believe that I deserve better. Like, you
Yeah.
get your career.
But there
because
is
the new
nothing
modern
wrong.
society.
There is nothing wrong with wanting a better life for yourself.
I agree.
Did you hear, guys? Her parents were married for 30 years, and even though her mother's husband passed away, she still complains about him, but she never divorced him. They stayed married because her parents are from a different era. In this era, women's selfishness is on steroids. It's all about them, and that's problematic in a relationship because a relationship is not all about you. It should be mutually beneficial, right? These women all want more, but they don't offer more. As a matter of fact, they offer less. You can't make this stuff up. In modern Western society, everything a man values in a woman is available in such low quality that the juice ain't worth the squeeze. So what is the added value of these women other than recreational use? That's the part they seem to leave out every time they talk about wanting more, deserving more. Now let's get into what fuels this sense of entitlement.
I mean, what I would say to that is there's like, what, 7 billion men out there. I'm sure you can find the man that you want.
The man that you...
And I encourage women to stand up for what they want.
So I do believe that if you have a mindset of you're going to get something, you can get it.
You can just change, but can you maintain it?
It's got to be realistic though, which is what you said in the beginning, like, people are so delusional. Like, you've got to keep it realistic.
But I feel like it all depends on how you view life. Like you said, you're spiritual, you view life in a certain way, you like to live a certain way. No, because I feel like where you are now doesn't mean this is where you're always going to be.
Yeah,
I realize, I know that your mindset matters. So whatever you say, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to get it done. I don't care what cliche says. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it.
The perfect example is Tyler Perry.
It's not going to happen for most people, but you just got to want it. That's what I believe. I don't believe that or totally agree with what you're saying, but I do believe that once you have the mindset and you desire something, I said I'm not in the 20%. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to be one day. Maybe I want to be, and maybe I will be. That's all my mindset and what I choose to do.
You can't be in the 20% with a kid.
Who says that?
It's men.
Why can't I be in the 20%?
And I'm sorry, it's not.
No, sorry.
Not.
I agree. I'm a mom. Yeah,
I'm a mom. Can I finish talking?
Go on.
And nobody can limit me. No one can limit me. There's no limitation. So if I want to be in the 20% and I believe I'm going to be in the 20% with my 6-year-old, I am going to be in it. That's because that's my mindset and that's how I think.
Yes.
Where does this delusional way of thinking come from? Another woman who wants more but brings less to the table. A single mama. Why?
Why?
One of the biggest reasons women are delusional these days is because of social media. Most men will never experience the abundance of attention these women receive daily and understand what it does to their brains. Check this out.
Well, before when we met, I was 130 pounds heavier. So I lost 130 pounds and kind of lost my mind, so to speak, in the relationship. When we got married, I was 320 pounds at my heaviest. And lost the weight and kind of went south.
That's the key right there, fellas. She lost her mind. All of that attention made her feel like she was on top of the world. Made her feel like she could do better than her husband at the time. She could get more. She got attention while she had a husband and a child. This is where the delusion is coming from, fellas. All of this attention from men made women lose their minds. Of course, feminism did a great job as well. And yes, we as men are contributors. Simps in particular. They keep simping for women well into their 40s. But what this woman had to learn the hard way is that the attention she received from Tyrone was purely sexual. He had no intention of marrying her. And the moment she divorced her husband, he was gone. And that's the only way women learn. Brace yourself, guys, because it's gonna sound like a chicken coop in there. Check this out.
Top 20% of men what they want.
But that's fine.
And I'm telling you, I've interviewed these men. I've spoken to this men.
Yeah, but that's
and
fine.
They don't want single mothers typically.
But typically they don't want. But I'm sure there's a small percentage that will.
And you'll find that percentage.
Sierras exist, but they look like Sierra and they have Sierra outcomes.
Yeah, but the thing is,
exceptions, they're not the rule.
That's fine. I know I'm not Sierra. I'm Janae Simone. So whatever Janae Simone wants, if she's going to put her mind to it, she's going to get it. So you might not, the percent or the statistics may go against me, but I know who I am and I know what I want. So yes, I have a 6-year-old, and yes, I was a teenage mom, but that doesn't define me.
You're not
as who I am. Who I was when I was 18.
I'm not saying it defines you.
No, I'm saying,
but it influences your outcomes.
It influences my outcomes, but it doesn't 100% factual that that's going to be my outcome. Statistics can say whatever, but from what I believe and where I come from and what I know and what I've seen, what I want, I will get. If I want to be a housewife, I'll be a housewife. If I don't want to be...
Do you think it's wise to tell single mothers that they're going to typically be in the top 20%?
I think it's wise to tell single mothers that if you believe...
Sorry, do you think that's honest?
No.
To be honest with you, I don't think that is honest. It's not about honest. It's about letting people know if you believe something and you're going to work towards it.
It's very unrealistic.
Really?
But it's not unrealistic. It depends.
It is unrealistic in terms of statistics, and I understand you want to be an exception to the rule, but it's unrealistic to leave single mothers to believe.
It's not about trying to be like.
No, you're unique in your circumstance, and you believe you can obtain that.
It's just who I am. It's not. I don't want to.
Yeah, but you're not everybody. You're speaking from not statistical. Like it's very unrealistic.
Why? So what? I'm gonna say to someone, you're going to be a statistic.
No, I agree. I get your point of view. I get your point of view, but it's to tell at large single mothers they've got a chance of being...
I'm not telling that. I'm saying
that was the question though. So I think that's unrealistic.
So do you think it's unrealistic?
I don't think it's unrealistic.
I don't think it's unrealistic.
I don't think so.
But I'm not going to look at someone...
Factually, is that not a fact that...
Because I'm not going to look at someone, I don't care what situation you're in now. You can be homeless, poor, broke. I'm not going to look at you and tell you your statistics have said you're going to still be homeless.
I agree.
Fellas, this is a talk show. The point of a talk show is to talk. But if you're not a talk show host, or on a talk show panel. Do not have this conversation with a woman because you're wasting your freaking time. Do you really think you're gonna talk some sense into this woman? Huh? Many have tried. This is why modern women are so depressed, because they hold on to these unrealistic expectations, and when they are faced with the truth, they can't handle it. That's what you get when you're only drinking that feel-good Kool-Aid.
Can you make me feel good? Can you make me feel good?
They only listen to what they want to hear. They're not ready for the truth. They're not ready for the wow.
I know it used to be wild. That's 'cause I used to be young.
This woman doesn't understand that she has to compete with all of these women who think like her, and that there's only a limited supply of the man she's looking for. As a result, it's nearly impossible for most women to marry Prince Charming. What is her leverage over all these women on the panel? What advantage does she have over other women on social media? Keep drinking that feel-good Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
but
then
there's many outcomes that I can change. I'm not going to be the same single mother in 5 years.
But yeah,
and I don't believe that, and I'm not going to.
But you can't change what men value. And
Yeah, but I can find someone that doesn't agree with that.
And typically that's not going to be the top 20%
Typically,
of men.
that's typically by statistics. It's not going to be 100%.
that
It's
God
not
has for
100%.
you.
Fellas, we're not talking to them. We didn't make this channel for women. We made this channel for men. That's why we started this channel. Not because we hate women. It's because men's voices need to be heard, and men need to be educated on the foolishness that's going on so they can protect themselves at all times. The channel is called Manosphere Highlights Daily. We highlight men's issues, female nature, and the effects of society on human behavior. We encourage you to become the best man that you can be. But if you want to know how to do push-ups, then you have to go to the push-ups channel. If you want to know about money, you have to go to the money channel. I've said it many times on this channel that I took my talents overseas. I had to look for content that could help me with that. So I watched a combination of channels: push-up channels, money channels, travel channels, language channels, and manosphere channels. Everything that I had to do to become the best version of myself. You can do anything if you put your mind to it. You know why? Because we men, ain't we? We men, ain't we? Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.